Ex-White House Trump advisor Stephen Miller recently lost it on a reporter because he was asking for evidence.
But I was asking to you about figures, numbers,
what I'm saying
facts.
to you is the facts are the dead bodies. The facts are...
You said that Caracas has a lowest crime rate than the USA.
The facts are the mutilated bodies. The facts are the people in the morgues that are dead.
I was asking you about Caracas and the numbers in Caracas. Are you trusting the numbers of the dictatorship
I am trusting the fact that Kamala Harris is letting illegal immigrants into this country who are raping and murdering children.
I had been very respectful. Why are you yelling?
I mean, why are you yelling? Well, he's yelling because he has no facts. Okay, I am trusting the fact that Kamala Harris is letting illegal immigrants into the country. No, she's not. The Biden administration has actually been cracking down on undocumented immigrants, on asylum seekers. In fact, it's actually been quite draconian, the Biden immigration policy. So he has no facts. Now, here's the thing, though. It turns out that the people who claim to prefer facts over feelings are having a lot of feelings right now, but no facts. Yeah, who could have seen that one coming? Yeah, except for everyone. Now, Miller was one of several Trump surrogates who were in the post-debate spin room, and he was doing a lot of spinning right there. And he was questioned by Jose Maria Del Pina, who did a fantastic job, by the way. I wish more U.S.-based journalists were as dogged on the questions as Jose was, because this was great. And again, it was a simple question, right? Donald Trump, during the debate, claimed that the Venezuelan crime rate was lower than the United States because Venezuela was intentionally dumping criminals here in the United States. And now think about that for a second. That is an insane claim to make, okay? Oh, they're emptying the prisons. They're shipping them all here. Wait, the Venezuelan government is emptying their prisons and then shipping all the prisoners here to the United States? What? Insane. Not as insane, of course, as claiming they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, the Haitians, they're coming over here and they're eating your pets. No, it's ridiculous, right? But they're still making all of these claims, and it's clear why they're doing it, because it's anti-immigrant hysteria because of election season, okay? So now, looking at the central claim that the crime rate in Venezuela, specifically the capital Caracas, is lower than that of the United States. Well, let's look at the numbers, right? Let's look at the facts. According to the Venezuelan Violence Observatory, which is not Maduro's government, right? Because apparently you can't trust anything that comes out of the Maduro government, right? So we'll use those numbers, right? Well, according to that, the country had a 26.8 violent deaths per 100,000 inhabitants in 2023. So 26.8 deaths per capita from violent crime. Okay, yeah, it's pretty high. What about the United States? Well, apparently the homicide rate is 6.3 per 100,000 people per capita. So that's according to FBI statistics in 2022. So now Venezuela's homicide rate, and it's not just, the violent crime, it's homicide rate, it's murder rate, okay? So let me be very clear. The 26.8 is the murder rate in Venezuela and 6.3 murder rate in the United States. So just wanted to be very clear on that, right? Venezuela's homicide rate is more than 4 times that of the United States. So now when it comes to Maduro's numbers for the homicide rate in Caracas, right? 53 deaths per 100,000 people per capita, making Caracas the most dangerous city in the world. Those are Maduro's numbers. So, yeah, weird. Now, that said, Venezuela isn't actually the most dangerous country in the world when it comes to homicide. That, in 2023 at least, went to St. Kitts and Nevis in the Caribbean. They had a murder rate of 65 per 100,000 people. So 65 murders per 100,000 people. So per capita, that's pretty high. I don't know, man. When you look at the numbers, I I think Stephen Miller might be lying. I know. Shocker. Right?
Oh, no!
Okay. Now, of course, when he's just asked, okay, do you have the numbers? Do you have any evidence? Stephen Miller knows he doesn't have the evidence, so he absolutely can't handle being questioned.
Why are
Who
you
is
yelling
she?
again?
Because I'm yelling because children are being raped and murdered.
I was just
by
asking for
illegal
figures,
immigrants.
and you have not
Children
replied to
are
me
being
about
raped
those
and
figures.
murdered. Do you know who Kayla
Do
Hamilton
you
is?
trust the numbers of
Do you know
Nicolas
her
Maduro?
story?
I'm asking
I
again.
trust a ruthless dictator will empty his prisons and send their criminals to our country.
So you trust his numbers?
The most dangerous gang in Venezuela is
You
now
trust
occupying
Nicolas
apartment
Maduro?
buildings. I trust that he does not want his criminals to be.
So you believe in his numbers?
I believe he's sending his criminals to our country. Children are dead, and you are wasting my time.
No, I am not wasting
Children
your
are
time.
being raped.
I'm asking
Do you
for
have
facts
any
as a
remorse for the-
journalist.
Do you have any remorse for the dead children? Do you care at all about the dead children?
Absolutely.
Do you not care about the dead children? That's a strange question coming from a man who worked in an administration that had at numerous times attempted to cut food stamps and health care for children. I don't know, man. I don't think it's the kids that he really cares about, okay? Or else maybe he would have tried to make sure that every child has health care, food, and a safe place to sleep. But that's not what the Trump administration had tried to do. Again, Republicans numerous times tried to cut food aid, right? And then, of course, going after people like, I don't know, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz for doing universal school lunches, calling him a communist. All right. So, what a communist. What a terrible person. He made sure all the children were getting fed. Oh, okay. Now, look, the child tax credit, for example, too. That cut child poverty in half. All right. You know who killed it? Republicans, the right wing. Now, Kamala Harris, she actually wants to bring it back. Now, speaking of bringing things back into the country, she wants to bring back a $6,000 child care credit. Huh. Or a child tax credit. Weird. I wonder who cares about children. I don't think it's the right wing who just keeps using children as an excuse, as a shield to be racist. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.